Happy morning, sir. Thank you for coming to our Guide conference. We are pleased to welcome you. And let me have a short introduction of who you are and what are your achievements. We know your achievements and success are uncountable. But in precise, I can state a few success or achievements. Mr. Kiran Paturi is an founder of Brugu Software Solutions, which is a startup and a leading company in blockchain development. He's a researcher, blockchain developer, enthusiast, and a mentor. He has trained 500 plus students in his NGO, and he's an expert in Hyperledge, Quorum, NEO, and other open source platforms. He's passionate in creating solutions for React Native, and Angular Node.js. Uh, so this conference is completely about DeFi. So I can relate the word DeFi with the current meme. Like wherever I go, I see the word DeFi. So I really have a doubt. See, I don't know much about the blockchain technology and those developments. Seriously, I'm completely new to it.
Okay.
So when the topic was like DeFi, when I get into the research, it was I generally got an overview. Like this was the statement I got. It's an umbrella term for blockchain development. It is an variety of financial application, cryptocurrency, and blockchain, which involves no third-party intermediate for trading. The outline of DeFi, what I know is there will be no third party in the trading. So we'll have secure trading and our wallet will be safe. And if there is any threat or for our, if there is any threat, everyone in the trade will be intimated about the hacking. So this is an
Okay.
outline I have about the DeFi. I don't know clearly what DeFi is. Really, it's a new turn to me, sir. Completely
Okay.
a new thing.
Ragbi, one thing which I'd like to bring to the platform. So let's make it as much interactive as possible so
Yeah.
that participant also can pose the questions and all. So to start with, on the DeFi side, the DeFi term itself first begins with money. So whoever is interested is in money, they all can think about this particular platforms. But it's not as simple as we are thinking in terms of implementation. But the concepts of financing remains same. Okay. We have Harsha here. Harsha, like, what is your general uh, financing, or what do you do with money? How you get money or how you spend money to earn money? Or let's say, let me ask Ragvi, how you earn money and how you spend money and how you save money and how you generate money with money.
Okay. I earn money um, through my
By
works.
your salary,
Yeah,
fine.
my works.
Now, if you want to save it and if you want to increase your savings, where do you invest? We usually go for some centralized insurance schemes or mutual funds or stock brokings and all, right? Share market. We will invest in the share market. That is our traditional financing, what we call operations that we do. Whereas when it comes to the but who operates it? Suppose if I would like to invest in a national stock exchange, who operates it? A national stock exchange, which is a centralized authority, which is going to operate the national stock exchange. If something goes wrong, they will shut down. Suppose there will be, you might be hearing about a concept of circuit breaks. If the stock values or the old market is getting down, they will stop the particular exchange for some couple hours, couple days. Very recently also we have seen during the recent pandemic times, most of the exchanges got shut down for couple days or months, I mean weeks as well. So what is the impact of it if you're shutting down an exchange for a day or two? It is going to impact the businesses and the investors very badly in a day-to-day activity. That is one core example where centralized exchanges. Same time, if you talk about the centralized financing models, whether you take a banking sector where which is offering you the savings, which is offering you the loans, which is offering you the fixed deposits, all these things are centralized by banks or the financial institutions of that particular country. Okay. Now, let us take the example what happened with the most famous banks where there are internal frauds may happen. The financial system of a bank will be governed by its body who is operating the bank. Similarly, if you take a mutual fund, it is operated by a fund manager. If he performs well, the fund goes well. If he performs bad, the fund goes bad. So it is in the hands of people, and there is no certain rules that are defined or specific rules that are defined. This is where the decentralized financing models came into the existence with the help of the concept of cryptocurrency. Let me share my screen. Hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the last around for the past 6 to 8 months, earlier there was an era of uh, the cryptocurrencies somewhere in 2016 2017. That was the era where cryptocurrencies has picked its boom. That time, I don't know whether people are heard of initial coin offerings, ICOs. There was a concept, initial coin offering, crowdfunding. There are some peculiar terms came into existence somewhere in 2015 2016 when Ethereum got launched. Ethereum is a platform where you can perform many kind of activities in terms of the uh, decentralized applications, where we call them as dApps, D apps. So I don't want to get into the what is cryptocurrency. Let me put this way: a cryptocurrency is a virtual currency uh, and completely decentralized by its nature, and it's is equal to your money, but not physically available. It's a digital currency, like the way which you have now money in your phone pay wallet or the Paytm wallet. Same thing, you can have a wallet and you can have specific cryptocurrency in your wallet. When it comes to the decentral, I mean, your banks are going to control your funds, whereas in the DeFi, in the decentralized platforms, nobody, you are the owner of your money, nobody is going to control. And the beauty is there are no fee or the charge for the transaction that you are performing. Nobody is going to take a cut of your transaction, but there will be a small charge, a minimal charge of where we call it as mining fee kind of thing, which will be which you need to pay a minimal amount of mining fee to perform a transaction. But there is no central authority who is going to control your transfer of money. Point number one. Point number two, this Ethereum platform is not only the cryptocurrency platform, it is also a platform to launch the decentralized applications. What is a decentralized application? For example, I would like to what we call, I would like to open a online bidding platform. I think we are all aware of different kind of online bidding platforms. I will sell a product. I want to sell a product, and I would like to invite the bids. Whoever is paying me more, I am going to allocate the product to them, like kind of eBay kind of guys. So there, here everything is transparent. Nobody is going to. We will write as logic, which we call it as a smart contract, and that smart contract is going to continuously monitor who is going to pay more, and it is going to allocate that particular product to that particular bidder. So It's a kind of platform where you can put your product, wait for the bids, whichever is the highest bid for this within a given spec within a given time. Automatically, the platform depicts it and it is going to allocate the what we call the product to you. It's a completely decentralized. Nobody is going to monitor. It's a contract. Say placing a coin, placing a product like a camera or a laptop, and invite the bids for that. Whoever is paying more, done. That is a decentralized application. Nobody is going to control that. Similarly, now when it comes to the decentralized financing platforms, where we call it as DeFi, here you have a variety of concepts which you find in your traditional centralized financing models. We call them as CFIs, are converted into now decentralized financing models, taking those financing models, the centralized financing models as an example, uh, and then people started building the decentralized financing models. One crude example which you can think of is a peer-to-peer lending platforms. I don't know how many guys are financiers here who will do the financing in their day-to-day life. People will do financing, right? Uh, let's say I would like to uh, I want some money, whereas I have some property. What we will do, we will put the property and we will take the loan from the bank, the mortgage loans, isn't it? Where in the crypto world you can mortgage a cryptocurrency and you can take the fiat. People will offer you fiat currency, that means which could be dollars or rupees, in terms of by taking your crypto asset, and they will give you the money. And again, there will be the contract, there will be a contract, what is the percentage of interest that the person is expecting, and based on that he is going to offer you the loan, and within a speculated time, within a specified time, if you are going to pay the loan, your asset will be released back to you. Otherwise your asset will be taken over by the lender, whoever is giving you the money. It's a called peer to peer lending platform. All the things are decentralized and converted into decentralized applications. You are the owner of your money and you are going to define your own terms and rules in the decentralized financing platforms. It's pretty simple and pretty straight. Okay. Now, I am giving you a very simple and easy example to understand how this particular decentralized financing models usually will work. As I told you, you are a financier and you have money with you and you want to give the money on mortgage of any kind of cryptocurrency property. I have bitcoins of 10 bitcoins, but I need $1 million. I will go to the platform and I say, I have 10 bitcoins that I can mortgage. Can anybody offer me $1 million? Okay, fine. Now these two parties will come and say, okay, I'm ready to offer you $1 million at the rate of 5%, 10% interest for a period of X amount, let's say 6 months. And within the 6 months, if you're going to repay my $1 million back to me, I will release your Bitcoin. Otherwise, I will take your Bitcoins. This is the simple agreement which we are going to have between these two parties. For example, party A and party B. Now, the smart contract is going to wait for exactly the date of sign, and from there 180 days, including seconds and milliseconds. The moment 180 days from the sign of the contract, if you are going to pay, the money will be released. If you are not going to pay, the money will not be. The money will be allocated to the whoever the lender is. That's it. So here in usually we don't have a say on, or we don't have any control on, in general, the finance rate of interest. Whereas in this particular peer-to-peer lending platforms, you have the complete control of how much rate of interest that you would like to pay, or you would like to receive. Both the things you can define, and you can put your offers there. And people who are interested for the particular offer, they will come to an agreement and they are going to take it. That is one example of application. Now, as I told you, this is one of the area of financing, that means lending area. When it comes to the non-lending areas, where I would like to raise money by showcasing my business model. In 2016 and 2017, we have the concept of ICOs, where you will produce a white paper and then people will invest on your ICO, and they will appreciate the property of your tokens and all. Whereas now the scenario is slightly different. So here, right now, the concepts that are ruling the decentralized financing industry are liquidity pools, and then yield formings. There are different concepts available, and you can also invest your coin in, or list your coin in the decentralized exchanges. For example, uh, let me show you a decentralized exchange called Uniswap. This is a decentralized exchange where you can list your coin and you can request for the liquidity, uh, and automatically people will, if the people are interested, they will provide the liquidity to you, and they are going to fund you initially, but at the same time you need to put some amount of ether and all in your for against your coin. This is one of the liquidity pool. There are one is the liquidity pools, the other one is the yield forming, where there will be initial investors who are going to invest on your idea for certain amount of time, and then they will take money back. By the time, if your idea is still going to work out, automatically you're going to earn more money by the time you are going to invest. The other one is swapping of your tokens. Swapping is nothing but you have, let's say, Ethereum, and you want some other token. You give the Ethereum and you take that token. So that is called swapping, or in the other words, exchange. But in the Uniswap or these platforms, we call it as swapping of tokens from one form to other form. You have, let's say you have the KNC token, you want ETH, you swap it, you connect your wallet and deposit your KNC to the liquidity pool, where liquidity pool is nothing but it's a pool of coins, where you have the combination of Ethereum and KNC. Excuse, vice versa, you deposit your Ethereum, take KNC. So the algorithm of the liquidity pool is quite interesting, where it is always going to maintain a constant value of a number, given number. So if one increases, the other will decrease. One, if the other increases, if let us assume the value of Ethereum is increases, then KNC will go down. If the value of KNC is going up, then the value of Ethereum in the pool is going to be reduced. But you are going to maintain a 50-50 concept of Ethereum and the KNC in terms of within the pool. This way, what happens is you can swap your coins very easily without paying much gas in terms of the fee. And then there is other platforms where you can think of is the compound. This is also a completely decentralized financing market where you, as I told you in the earlier scenario, you have money and you want to earn interest out of your money. In this case, when I say money, cryptocurrency. You deposit cryptocurrency, let's say I have 10 Bitcoin. I deposit the 10 Bitcoin there, that's it. After that, it is going to give you interest on your Bitcoin. You don't need to do trading or anything. They will use your Bitcoin, but they will give you a certain amount of interest. Again, it is completely decentralized. Are you finding the numbers over there? Compound protocol currently has X amount of ether earning 0.13 percentage of interest, and it is not consistent. It is going to be changing. It will rise, it will fall, everything it may happen. 5.4%, 8 percentage of interest. Uni is the Uniswap token, the USDC stable currency. Hope you invest there, and then you are going to earn the interest. You don't need to do anything. You just need to deposit whatever the BTC that you have. Go and deposit in their wallet. That's it. They are going to give you the money. It is completely decentralized and it is going to offer you a certain rate of interest safe. But as I told you, there are challenges as well in terms of this cryptocurrency. The problem is if your contract is not solid, or if your contract has any kind of bugs, then people will exploit your money and they will take away your money as well. There are fair chances of that as well. So it is not always earning. There is a fair chance of losing the money also. So you need to be really careful where you are investing, and what kind of coins that you are investing. Some people will do a lot of frauds in this area by saying there are different things where you can expect a fraud can happen on the decentralized platform because nobody is monitoring it. So people will definitely lose the money as well. So while you are investing in these platforms, be careful. Do a thorough background check of the coin on which you are investing, whether it is a legitimate coin or not, and all you need to verify. And very small example, you can transfer money to a wrong address also is going to cause the loss of your asset. So be very careful when you are in investing in these kind of platforms.
Harsha here. I just have a quick query to you. So,
And
what are the best DeFi coins in the current market actually? So, how far it is secured? You said there is a chances of losing. How far it is secured? Because something which we are investing, for example, as you mentioned, stock broking, we know that there is increase and decrease, but there is a fair chances we definitely won't lose everything, but there is a chances of losing, right? So, what could be the kind of coins that are legitimate kind of, I mean, secured?
what kind, for example, duplicate tokens. Okay.
Okay. I mean, someone is going to monitor us and keep safeguard us, or only the person who is investing has to take care of?
So tomorrow SGO is going to monitor. That's the problem. So very simple example. Tokens YFL. You got it. You got it. With the same name, you can find 3 to 4 tokens, and you don't know which one is legitimate.
Is DeFi going to provide us any kind of suggestions when we are doing any investments?
No, not any. I mean, DeFi will not provide you, but again, the platforms are, for example, we are going to launch a platform where we will do the background check of the coin on which you are investing and all. We will do the background check of the coin, and we will at least put some legitimate tick mark on the particular coin. It is a legitimate coin verified. Please, you can deposit to that particular address. The business of the coin and all we cannot verify, but what we can verify is whether we can give you the right coin address and we can give you the right, because as I told you, the fraud is going to happen by mimicking the same, the logo, everything will be same, but you will be fooled with what we call, by providing a wrong address. There are providers who are going to do background check and is going to provide you that. But again, they can be manipulated.
So you talked about pooling, right? So how to choose the pooling? Which pool I have to go? Something like that. How can I decide it basically? So as you said, there are something mimicking happens. So how do I decide that pooling?
Okay. So this pooling, as I told you, the liquidity pools, for example, if you take this, but this is the liquidity pool of Uniswap. So how the business works, if I make token launcher, what I will do is I will launch my token in the Ethereum platform. Let us call the token as Brugu token. Okay. What I will do is I will add the liquidity to that particular token by investing some X amount of Ether, and my Ether equal to 1,000, what we call, or 1 million of Ether equal to 1 million of Brugu tokens. Okay, this is what the combination which I set. And let us assume the value of Ethereum now is 10 rupees. So it will be 10 million. The 10 rupees of 10 million will be the same. Now my each token will be of 10 rupees. That is what I said. Each one token of Brugu is equal to one Ethereum or 10 rupees. This is what the example which I set. Now, if the Ethereum prices increase, if the Ethereum price is increasing, then let us say assume the Ethereum price has increased to 20 rupees, which means which one is more now in terms of the number, the cost of Ethereum is more compared to cost of Brugu. That means my Brugu coin is not performing well. So people will what the pool is going to reduce the amount of Brugu tokens to 50%. We call them as fungible tokens. So now Ethereum value is increased and Brugu value is decreased. So automatically the tokens have the tokens in the token value of Brugu has gone less. Suppose assume the token value of Brugu is increasing, then on the liquidity pool, Ethereum value will be reduced. The amount of Ethereum available in the pool will be reduced. Amount of Brugu tokens available in the pool will be increased because more price is there, people will invest more. Automatically, the price of Brugu will be increasing. This is how the equilibrium will be maintained. Always that equations of 100%, I mean 50 means which is x into y equal to k. That is what the algorithm that we are going to follow. So if x reduces, automatically if x is reducing, y will increase to maintain the value equal to k. So that equilibrium is going to maintain. Now coming back to your question, we are going to launch the pool, and after a certain amount of time, once I got the appreciation of the coin, I will withdraw all my coins and I will sell and I will quit. So this is where the challenge might be. Got it? This is where the challenge can be. So you always need to choose a pool which is having high value of liquidity. Don't go for pools of small value, small volume of liquidity. They might be fraudulent.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. And you're indirectly going to build one kind of banking platform structures with defined rules of the one who is managing the pools. Like,
There won't be any manager of this particular pool. It's a pool managed by the platform, not by you or me. Basically, I created the pool. It doesn't mean that I am the owner of the pool. I created a pool. That's it. I'm not doing anything. Once I create the pool, I don't have any control on the pool. I have only the control on my token, and I can withdraw the tokens at any point. I can deposit the tokens at any point.
gotcha.
USD, you can get 5.27 percentage of interest. ZRX 1.63 percentage of interest. Like this, depending on the market, it is going to change what we call the percentage of interest and everything. BAT token, compound token, all these things. The comp is the token of this compound guy, and he is trying to offer you some kind of percentage of interest. DAI is earning 2.98%. So you invest there, you will not lose anything except you will gain the interest. But if you invest wisely, you will get more interest. It's a very safe game in terms of this. If you want to enter into a risk game, then you can jump into the liquidity pools. You need to spend more time on the liquidity pools, where it's all a game of how you're going to move your money from X plus to Y, Y to Z, Z to alpha, alpha to beta. How you're going to move your money wisely is depending. You need to continuously monitor the pools, and then you need to play around. There, people will earn a lot of what we call money. At the same time, people will lose as well.
Sir, there are participants asking questions. Why I choose DeFi? So why should I choose DeFi? That's the question.
Okay. So why should I choose DeFi? As I told you, there is no boss on who is going to control the DeFi. And what we call the other question that he is asking is Dex wallet in my Dex wallet in my exchange. How does it work? Can you explain DAI in DeFi? Okay. DAI. DAI is a, let me take the last question first. DAI is a token, which we call it as a stable token uh, in terms of the Ethereum platform. So one Ether is always equal to 0.66 DOI. One Ether is equal to always 0.66 DOI. That is what the protocol is. We call the DAI as a stable coin on the decentralized platform. The ratio will remain the same. One ether is equal to 0.66 DOI. And as I told you on the liquidity pools, people will take the DOI and deposit the ether. People will deposit the ether and take the DOI. DOI is basically a smart contract driven token. Okay. So and the price, the ratio is always maintained equal. That ratio of one ether equal to 0.66 DOI is always maintained at a stable rate. Wallets you can trust, Vijay. Basically, Trust Wallet, MetaMask. Uh, there are other a lot more wallets. Let me show you. These wallets are all trustworthy wallets only. Wallets will not cheat you. Okay, wallets will not cheat you usually. Who will cheat you? The cheating is going to happen by these token guys who are going to launch the token, who are going to fake the actual value of the token. That is where people will fall into the trap and invest money on the token. Got it? Trust Wallet is backed by Binance. It is reliable.
Um, Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did the term decentralization finance has been so fast and huge? Why is not centralization is not that trend?
Centralized exchanges, it's not about the trend basically. Here, people love to what we call grow fast. Okay. In the centralized exchanges, everything is controlled by the exchange owners. Whereas in the decentralized exchanges, nobody is the owner of the exchange. There is no owner of the exchange. The rules are going to drive the exchange, and it will never stop. Decentralized exchanges will never stop. But you may have heard about the hacks happened in different exchanges. There is no chance of hacking. Are you finding it? Hackers stole 40 million from Binance because it is centralized. They will find where those bitcoins are stored. by somehow, whether that could be internal employees or through different techniques. They will try to reach where the bitcoins are stored, and then they will steal the bitcoins. Whereas in the decentralized, that is not the scenario. Tokens will be with I mean, money will be with the people, not with a centralized place.
How can one build a career in this, and what is the scope?
One can build a career in this, and what is the scope? So here, building a career, very good question. Right now, the industry, basically this particular industry, is having lack of consultants. I'll tell you one example where I'm thinking. Lack of consultants who advise the people where to invest what is being being introduced, that background check, the legitimacy of the token, the legitimacy of the platform, or let us say you have the money and how to approach these platforms. Many people are not aware of it. So if you study these platforms thoroughly, it will not take much time, but you need to study these platforms, at least spend a week or two, understand these platforms, understand the trends, and you can be a advisor to these platforms. You can launch your own advising platform. Okay, we are the advisors to investing on DeFi platforms. And trust me, people, these advisors or the middle people who advise will get a lot of money. Lot of money, trust me. Once you got popular in that particular area in promoting a token, we call it as promoters as well. In promoting a token, automatically you will get a big share in that particular token, and you sell your tokens, and then you can make your money, kind of thing. But you need to be very legitimate, you need to be very keen on your observations, you need to present a lot yourself. That is one area. If you ask me technically, yeah, you need to be very strong in the smart contracts, in decentralized platform development or the application development. You need to be pretty strong. You have the career in two parts. One as the promoter or a consultant, the other one is the technical consultant like me. Okay. As a trader, why should I choose DeFi is what Vijay's question is. Vijay, I think you are aware of these, and I don't know whether you're aware of the uh, any of the exchanges. That could be Binance, Poloniex, all these exchanges. If you start doing the trading, some point you may be finding whales which are coming, investing or picking up the money and coming out and all. This is all well manipulated game plan. Okay. Whereas in the DeFi side, right now the protocols that are ruling the DeFi world are two major protocols. One, liquidity protocol. The other one is the yield farming protocols. Um, I may take another session on exclusively on the liquidity protocol, another session on the completely yield farming protocol. Probably coming weeks, I can educate the people on liquidity protocol as well as the yield farming protocol. Now coming to your question, why should I choose DeFi? In DeFi, the appreciation of the coins is very fast. At the same time, the depreciation is also as fast as you are seeing. I'll show you certain tokens, how fast they grown. Okay. So to answer Vijay's question, why should I invest in DeFi? I am saying here, uh, look at the DeFi market cap now. What is the DeFi market cap? The total DeFi market cap, $15 billion, right? On total value locked, you can see this much amount of money, and in a span of how many? 90, maximum of 90 days, this much amount of uh, money got added to this particular one. And when this token got launched, the YFL token, launched around 3 to 4 months back. YFL token launched 3 to 4 months back. Now look at the cost of this token now. What is the current price of this token? $403. When it got launched, as I told you, it launched probably in the month of August. And see the appreciation of their token. And I can show you. In August, the price of the token was $76. Now, what is the cost? The price of the token is 400. Just imagine in a span of 3 months, how much appreciation this particular token got. Almost 60 times. That means, yes, there is a fair chance of raising it. At the same time, there is a fair chance. The market is highly volatile market, and you should be having the capability to bear the risk. Then you can jump onto the particular area. Early birds in this game will gain more, and long-term investments, you need to be very, very careful, thoroughly observe or monitor the specific coin on which you are investing for a long-term investment. For a short-term, probably a week is the maximum time you need to invest and you need to come out. That's how that volatile the market is.
I got it. And we have one more question. Why people move from crypto
Okay.
wallet to DeFi wallet?
Crypto wallet, as I told you, a crypto wallet is not going to give you any kind of interest, whereas these DeFi wallets will attract you the interest. If you keep the money in your wallet, it is not going to earn you money. But there are certain wallets, if you keep the money in the wallet, you are going to earn the interest. Got it? None other wallets will not offer you any kind of interest, whereas these DeFi wallets offered by certain platforms can offer you the interest. Simple.
Sir, and how different DeFi wallet is from other wallets, sir? Wallet is storing money, and what
That
does
is what.
DeFi do?
So wallet is storing the money, but the it is not going to attract you any interest. Okay, it is not going to give you any interest. Whereas the DeFi wallets, there are certain wallets where if you deposit the money, that means you in your wallet you will deposit your money. Once you deposit the money, it is going to catch you it is going to offer you the interest. That is what it's like your savings account. Got it?
Yes, sir. Very well explained. Thank you. If I start my own decentralized exchange, what are the security criteria I should check?
Okay, so let me tell you, if you start your decentralized exchange, the security criteria that you need to think of is whether the logic which you have built is good logic or not. That is first thing. Second thing is what basis your exchange is going to run, and the security measures. You need to go for a complete security audit of your exchange by the known or authorized security auditors are there. You need to go and you need to get your security audit done. Then you launch it. And as I told you, once you launch it, it doesn't mean that you are the owner of the exchange, right? It is a decentralized exchange. So you are not the owner of the exchange. What you can say is, okay, if you trade in my exchange and if you use my token for the exchange, I can offer you some amount of interest. That's it.
So how was the evolution of DeFi when it started, sir? Where did the idea come from?
No, basically DeFi started somewhere in 2016. Decentralized application started somewhere in 2016 itself.
Okay.
Uh, but this particular platform, especially the coin which you are finding now, is like the Bitcoin of DeFi. It's like Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency. This YFL token, all the tokens that are coming now are based on this YFL token. Okay.
Okay.
So DeFi boom started probably hardly 5 to 6 months. It's pretty early stage, but if you understand this area of uh, financing clearly, as you know, in any industry, early birds who are joining early in the area, they can be more profitable. They can earn more profits. The same scenario here. Vijay, you need to, if you want to launch your decentralized exchange, you can launch it. But it once you launch it, it is no more your exchange. Got it? Once you launch the exchange on the decentralized platform, it's decentralized. It is not, it will not belong to Vijay. Got it? Only thing that you can attract, only thing that the you can earn out of the exchange is you are going to collect the fee in terms of your token. That's it. That way you can earn the money. Coming to the security, as I told you, you need to go through the security audits. You need to appoint a security in charge for it, and then you can take it done. Once you launch it, if the people uses it, then you will get the money. If the people don't use it, you will not lose anything. Whereas maintenance of centralized exchanges is like really painful thing.
And sir, one more question from my side. If someone is aspiring to start their own DeFi exchange, what kind of revenue will they generate? What will be a profit for them?
Okay. If you want to launch your decentralized exchange, you can launch it. Now, once you launch it, how will you earn money? Question number one. Question number two is security check you need to perform from a third party vendor. Once your security check is cleared, then you can launch your decentralized exchange. Point number one. The next point is how will you earn money with the exchange? You need to launch your token and let the people trade by paying the gas fee through your token. That way you can earn the money. Am I clear? Okay, good.
Okay,
Next question, please.
sir. And audience are asking like, what will be the future of India in blockchain or cryptocurrencies, and how will DeFi will come into the blockchain in India?
Right now there is no existing on the cryptocurrency. Okay, people do, yeah, very frequently. At least I'm finding few exchanges getting launched in the past couple months once they lifted the ban on cryptocurrency. They did not regularize part, but India is such a country where what we call people have the money, people will do lot of financings. So right now all this finance is in the crypto world. uh, you can bring that, you planning to bring the regulations to, you cannot stop it, that's for sure, because it's a commodity. End of the day you cannot stop it, but at the same time you cannot, the regularization needs to bring onto the in the industry, then it will be more useful.
Intelligent insight, sir. Thank you. And one more is how secure my transaction will be in DeFi. The same, Vijay Kumar has been asking the same question.
So security of transactions are always secured because you will be sending the money from your wallet. So the transactions are secured. There is no problem with this security. Okay, guys, thanks for joining. Probably I'll come up with a specific topic related to the liquidity protocols and yield forming and peer-to-peer lending platforms specific to one industry. I'll come up in coming conferences so that uh, I can give more what we call focused specific to one area so that it will be more useful.
Thank you for coming, taking time to come to attend our conference. We are really
Thank
pleasure
you
to
so much.
have you in our Guide conference. Thank you so much, sir. In spite of having a busy schedule, you have allotted time for us to come and attend, and also you have clarified all the questions from our audience. Right? Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, we'll come up with the next liquidity session.
Yeah,
Session was really
I'm closing it. Thank you.
intelligent, and you had beautiful insights. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.